Hey yo, we back again with another Warzone video, and this time we're trying out this loadout of mine, and it's a blunt stare, which is ever since the drow been nerfed, I've been trying out this weapon a lot. Because for me, the drow, it was decent, but like I don't know what it is with me, like when using the what was it, the drow and the M13 when it was OP, like I just didn't like using it, to be honest. Or like the M4A1, I just didn't feel comfortable with it, so I started using the blunt stare, which is basically an armory version of the Star, and it works really well with it for me. For suppressor, for muzzle, you're gonna want the monolithic suppressor. Like that's just standard, everyone knows about monolithic suppressor, damage range, sound suppression, all that stuff. You're gonna want the Forge Tat 20, which is way better than the 17.2. I'm not sure about if the level 58 one's better. I haven't fully upgraded it yet, or leveled up my weapon to 58 to be like to know whether or not it's a major improvement on the 20. Laser, I don't use laser because like I don't see the real point in using a laser. I would have that on my like FENNEC, which you will see later on, but like I just don't know about using lasers and stuff. For the optics, VOK 3x optic, this is like the go-to one. If you don't feel comfortable with that, I would recommend I think it's canted hybrid, which is the one that you come with at the very start. And either these two, cause the 3x zoom makes you need that on your ARs. That's just standard. You need either this or the VOK 3x optic, because it gives you a larger surface area to like shoot when you're using an AR, and that's gonna help you a lot. Like get better headshots, more just shots landing on target. If you're like not one of the best like players who can like aim pretty well, because like not everyone's gonna be like a pro, like say Rit Star or something. Not everyone's gonna be like that, so I recommend that. For stock, yeah, I don't really use it because like no point, no one uses it. No perks at all, no point. Red rip, none of that. Right now I'm using the 25 round mads because that, trust me, you're gonna need it. And especially if you're leveling it up from like the start, it's gonna be a long grind because like you barely have any ammo, to be honest, if I'm gonna be real with you. You want the merch forward rip. This is important because like just the recoil control is way better than the commando forward rip, and you're gonna want the merch forward rip on your ARs, to be honest. Commando maybe on your submachine guns, if I'm correct, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's my attachments for the blanks there. But for the FENNEC, you're gonna want the ZLR saber, which just gives you sound suppression, damage range, recoil control, which is important for the FENNEC because the recoil on this is mad. It shoots so fast, so like you're gonna want your recoil to be under control. For underbarrel, merch forward rip, 40 round drop mads because you just melt through bullets and you need it. For your red rip, you're gonna want stippled grip tape. I can barely speak. And for perks, you want sleight of hand because like you don't really want to optic on this for submachine guns. You know, we're using it close range. No stock because again, no real point. Laser, I don't really see the point in using the laser on this, to be honest, because like you don't want to be using like giving away your position that easily. Barrel, once it gets level 50, I may be applying this on and removing maybe the merch forward grip. I'm not 100% sure which I'm removing. I might be removing the grip tape, one of those, but I'll update you on that later on. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly get into gameplay after this, so hope you guys enjoy. As you guys will probably notice from these clips coming up, it's a lot of clips will be about the FENNEC more than the blanks there, but it's not to do with the gun, as that some of you may be thinking. It's more to do with my playstyle being like rushing in and just SMGs only, to be honest. I'm not the type of person that will like stay mid-range or like shoot from afar, I prefer to get up close and personal, to be honest. And as you can tell, the FENNEC from close range just melts people. If it's one-on-one, I doubt there's many guns out there that are gonna defeat you. And it even works quite well from like mid-ranges, and as you can tell here, the blank stare just melts once you get the shots on target, and you can understand the kind of recoil that it has. And once you get used to it, it's a deadly weapon that you don't want to use, and it's fun to use instead of the like kilos, the growls, the usual meta weapons that everyone's using. So it's good fun to use, and I've actually been using it a lot. Like right now, it's probably my favorite gun in the game. Like my FENNEC is first, and then Banset has to be second. I'm not really a fan of the kilo or the M4A1, so I use a Banset, and as you can tell, it melts. The FENNEC, I find myself using that a lot more than the Banset, because as I said, like the way I play the game, rushing in and all that stuff. But trust me when I say this, both guns are great on their great guns, and a great combo to use, and they just melt people. And from that clip, I have no idea how that guy didn't see me, but a kill's a kill. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below any like builds you want me to try out for a video and give my review on. And hope you guys enjoyed and have a good one. So I'm gonna let this final clip run out, and yeah, have fun.